So we have the technical team at the TWG, and then above the TWG we have the decision makers, and this is now at the steering committee. At the steering committee, HealthIT will always support now coordinating the leadership for these different agencies just to make the decision that came from the TWGs, and that's how HealthIT comes in. So with this, we have been able to support all this from the technical to decision making to agencies, and we also have come up with some working procedures that the TWGs will always meet quarterly. The steering committees are supposed to meet after every 6 months, every 6 months, meaning in a year we meet. They meet twice to just make a decision. And sometimes when there is a need for an urgent meeting at the agency level, so long as the DCS has agreed to it, we always have to come up with an urgent decision, especially, for example, when you're coming with rollout. We got stuck, and sometimes we need just to go to the agency and make a decision. How do we proceed from where we are?
Sometimes again you're able to see us being sent, because we are a mechanism in which we support so many ministry programs. So we have Vivian, who has been able to Vivian has been sent to Kericho for a meeting. But we have a structure where this is the approval process. How does she be able to be supported in the midst of the haphazard requests that are brought on board? And Ngozi would testify that he would not love the processes. But the processes sometimes help us to get to know how we make the next move. My former boss who told me, management told me one thing, that all of us have feelings of how things should work. And everybody is longing for that. But we have policies to help us guide what to do and what not to do. And as a man, of course, I would love to do something a certain way. But as corporate UNES and HealthIT, you can only function within these parameters. So there are things that are discrete to the MD and the COP to make judgments, not because we do not know, but just to have some level of order that you operate in. Otherwise, I will wake up and say, I don't like this lady. And it becomes law. But because we are policies, then Edda will come and say, but why don't you like Jenny? And she looked at me. Then those are feelings. So I look at governance from where the MD sits in terms of approval processes and how we also operate in UNES and the programs that we work with.
We have been invited in more than one meeting to present about the Data Protection Act. And I think we have been part and parcel of that particular team that then asked the sector, how does the sector then align to the requirements of the Data Protection Act? We also participated in the development of the Digital Health Act that instituted the establishment of the Digital Health Agency, and I think that particular process is also ongoing. So thanks for highlighting the role of the people sitting here.
The hope is they can grow that area around interoperability, come up with better ways of doing system integration, because we've done it in various systems within the project as we speak, and hopefully we can be able now to scale on that.
For the last 2 years, it has been great, and it has been a great opportunity to learn, especially considering that the ladies, when it comes to software engineering, they're less. But it has been a great opportunity, and we've interacted so much. And concerning the interoperability of systems, I think I've learned a lot.
Almost 70% of the interns that we got informal employment, even in USAID implemented projects. So that's a good plus, meaning that we have built that social network, and we have HIS system developers or champions. And right now our interns this year are calling themselves Digital Health Ambassadors, thanks to Hezbon who gave us that name. My experience is that there's been growth here, and there's always an opportunity to learn from one another.
I think it's important we see where we've come from. But you know, since we're all seated facing forward, it's also important that even when you look at behind where you're from, looking at how we've grown, looking at the capacities we have, looking at how great a team we are. I think for me is if you now look at the windscreen and looking forward, I think the horizon is really far, and I think together as a team, I think for me, we have an excellent, the world is ours, we have an excellent opportunity if we stick together. So for me, just looking at what we've been able to do, all the many things, all the milestones, all the growth, all the support, all the social growth, partnering, all the partners that we have, all the good vibes we have with people we work with, to the donor and so on. I think there is a lot that we have together. When I look at using my rear view mirrors, and looking forward, I think I'd like to suggest that we have a really good view of the front of ahead of us, and we have a very big chance moving together. And for me, I'd like also just to join the rest of the team, just saying, I think together we are strong. Together we have a chance. I think together we can move this HealthIT to something like, should be HealthIT version 2 or HealthIT 2.0 or something like that. Thank you very much to all of you, and really appreciate your work, your sacrifice, your time, your mind in everything that we do, which is what has brought us to this point. I'd like to invite Jennifer.
My name is Jennifer Mboro. I know I've been introduced as director, donor funded program. But on my appointment letter, I'm the chief manager commercial operations. And I've been in UNES for a very long time. I happen to have been very privileged when we did the proposal for the current HealthIT in 2016. And that time, donor-funded programs for us was a foreign thing, and we were trying to find out what is this, how does it work. But here we are, 7.5 years or so since we got this project. So a lot has been spoken about in terms of growth and achievements at the project level. And so I would just want to talk about UNES as the corporate. We have also experienced a lot of growth. When this project was coming to UNES, first and foremost we had a delegation. I remember there was Rose and Roosevelt coming to assess whether we have the capacity to be able to do this project. And I remember some of the terminologies. You asked questions and you look, I'll get back to you. First go and find out what is this I'm being asked. But today, it is not the same. And therefore, as I stand here today, I am very confident. If we did a proposal in 2016 and got this project, for this particular one, when we do the proposal, because we are preparing and we have been preparing to put in a proposal, it will be such a good proposal. They'll be trying to look for why not give rather than why should we give. Initially when they came was, can you prove that you can do? I'm sure when we do this proposal, given the growth we have had as an institution from that time to now, they'll be trying to look what is it that we can deduct max. So we'll be starting at 100% and they'll be looking where can we deduct some max. That is what I believe. But again, it is our hope as management of UNES that we will still be a team. We will all be able to work together because what makes us as strong as we are and what makes the brand is when we work together. Each one of us individually, we might feel, maybe as it has been spoken, some people might be enticing you as an individual, and you end up making a move and you go, you find as alone, there is only so much I can do. You realize what we were doing is because we were together.
We have succeeded before, we will still succeed again. I think that's the assurance I wanted just to give you as we start. A lot of discussions have gone. I'd written a speech, so I just said, let me not read the speech, but just to engage with my team. You know, I'm a very strong man. and my strength comes from you. You get Nyarangi? You know, when you have a strong man behind you, you are equally strong. If you are weak, I'll also be weak. So I'm happy that I haven't been in most of your sessions, but you've represented us very well. In fact, in a meeting we were in Machakos last week, they said all the staff in an organization works for the CEO. So the CEO must support those people to deliver. Because if the CEO does not support them, even that work will not be done. I am happy I've been of support. Interestingly, I think I've interacted with all of us here, whether virtually, phone call, and I think the experience has been good. The journey has been perfect. If you asked me, which journey would you walk again, is this same journey. Maybe just to tie a bit of loose knots here and there, so that we are even more stronger. I think when I came to UNES, is Mariana who inducted me. So, usiseme ni old. You know, some people say, when you say now, she's old. She's the one who inducted me. And I think we walked the journey. And the first assignment then was with Professor Wagasha. His Afya Info. That was the project that we were handling. I think I found it ongoing, Mariana, right? Yeah, and I think we have seen the growth. And this growth that COP has talked about and all of us have talked about, you can see. Physical growth, nimeona mimi. Mental growth. Social growth. Financial growth. I think we have seen a lot. Even the organization itself has grown, courtesy of this project. That time, I think, Mariana, we also managed the UNITED, right? Yeah, you've heard about UNITED? Yeah, Fintan, I know. Yeah, so UNITED was also managed. I think Mariana was the one who was the project officer in charge of that. And UNITED has now grown to be big. Now it's in Kenyatta. Have you interacted with UNITED? Maybe you do some Googling and understand what they do. Now they're even getting grants more and more. That is our dream as UNES, to even grow this HealthIT. I don't know, maybe we'll look for the name. Is it, you know, when I was in the NGO, we were Afya Plus, you know, those words. And it takes back to when we were looking for the name for this project. Prof, we had even, like, Sudoku. There are many names before, so I'm sure we are back to that situation again. But I think more empowered and more strong, with a big team. That time I think we were very few, not so many, but now we are big, with people with experience, with networks, with connections. I think we will be even better. I think the assurance that has been given by COP and finance had been here, that can you trust the leadership that they will deliver? You have a very strong leadership for this project, and also for the company, and even for the university. You know, I had an interaction with the new chancellor, Professor Vakoyen. I told him what we are doing as UNES and what is impending. You know, he sits in many boards. So I told him, wherever he is, can you whisper what HealthIT is? Because we have not made a lot of noise. But I think this is the time now we will try to do some noise. Hannah, we need to do some noise. Because we have also a chair of a board who is a VIP. In fact, he was saying, what do you want me to do? So if you want him just to go and knock any door, he's ready to work with us. So I think we are empowered right now, Prof. COP. We are. And we're in the right direction. I just want to give you assurance, members, that we are in the right direction and we will win this big time. I think Nicholas, you're saying now we don't go to the implementation and not the donors. We will continue with all of them. So we will deal with them and we will move. That assurance, I think, I just want to give you this morning, that yes, people will reach out to you. but remain loyal. Remain loyal to the organization. Even those I know who have gone, they still mean well for us. If there is an opportunity to bring them back, they are willing to come back. And I think we have not locked any door. You know, in our family, we have the girls, the beautiful girls, they are the ones ahead of us. Now they have been taken. You know, as they were being taken, we were very sad. But we allowed them to go. But the door is still open. When they want to come back, we still allow them back. So those who have gone, if they find it difficult, and there's an opportunity that they can benefit from here, I think we'll also be able to bring. Maybe COP said you send your CVs to people, please don't send. Because, you know, those are temptations. You may send and they cheat you and you run away. Then later on you cry that we say, don't send because we want to remain consolidated. Because as a CEO, when I hear that Moses already is CV somewhere, because ultimately CEOs, they always reach out to us privately. I will not feel good. I think that is a catchy Peter word. Concentrate on this one because we are winning and we want to win big time. I've seen a number of them going out there. I think Jennifer has mentioned how they do it. They can really mess you up. They pretend they are coming to work with you, only to dump you at the last minute. So just be careful. I think you are our ears on the ground. Any information, any intelligence you have, please share with us so that we make it better. Because once we succeed, you as a person will have succeeded, the University of Nairobi will have succeeded, UNES will have succeeded, and as a CEO, I'll also have succeeded. So I just want to call for your support to help us succeed. Because even the Vice Chancellor is dedicated to support us in whatever way. He told me, anything you need, please reach out. And we have Professor Agasha here who will be doing the linkages. Please share information that is relevant for us. We will be able to deliver. We will be having many of such forums where we will be taking stock of progress, what is there. I think the NOFO is likely to come anytime soon. So when it comes, probably we'll organize for us to share some write shop. We have a meeting somewhere to do the writing. So just sharpen your tools to get ready for that day and make it better than what we have now. The other thing I just wanted from management point of view, that we know this is our last phase of the extension. So there will be some what you call close-out activities that will ultimately come because we signed the agreement. So when you see those activities coming, don't be shocked. Yeah, Joan, when you see those activities, don't. Cynthia, that does not mean anything. It's just a procedure. Because if I don't mention that, somebody will say, but now MD, you are telling us to do this. Yeah? They will come. I'm just preparing you. We will deal with them and we are handling at high level. So no worries. Get encouraged that all is well. I think you have a very good COP who is very interactive. But what I have learned is that the fight we are going to, take it as a personal fight. Because the competition out there is heavy. That means you'll be burning min and all. You'll be called some odd hours to provide some information. Please fight as if it is your own fight. Let's do it. We will all together succeed. When we were writing the document, I think, Prof, you remember, a lot of extra hour work. And as UNES, we are available to support 100%. on this exercise. I think I'm available 24/7. You can reach out to me anytime. Then we share ideas on how to proceed. So this morning I'd requested that we just meet and talk. No much lectures, but interactions to share feedback, and you've done very well. I just want to appreciate you. Can we clap for ourselves for congratulating us? Great. So the sharing is good. The leadership, Prof, will sit and really analyze this feedback and see what actions we can pick going forward. I think with those many remarks, I want to take the program back to the COP. Thank you very much.